Hello, my name is Vladimir Melnik, and I'm a Group Program Manager in BI Engineering Department of Microsoft IT. I lead the platform's development for enterprise data warehousing effort.
Hi, I'm Sanjay Soni, and I'm BI Platforms Evangelist, and I promote our platforms across enterprise and facilitate their adoption.
Today, we're going to talk to you about Microsoft IT and how Microsoft IT is delivering innovative business intelligence solutions and services to the masses while lowering overall company costs. Everything that you see today is based on Microsoft BI products that are also available for external customers. The goal of BI engineering is to create an enterprise data warehouse and BI business intelligence solutions that would allow for easier and more expedient decision making and would also promote one version of truth within the company. The latest survey of CIOs done by Gartner Institute indicated that business intelligence continues to be one of the primary investments in IT despite the challenging economic climate. Now, to be able to create the enterprise data warehousing solution within the business intelligence, we created an ecosystem of platforms that utilize standard Microsoft business intelligence products. Platforms exist for various stages of business intelligence, starting with data capture and integration, or what we call ETL, extract, transform, and load tools, moving through taxonomy and data management solution and platform, all the way through distribution layer, such as portal, scorecards, various dashboards, KPIs, and of course all of this guarded by the proper use of security. We will focus in this video on the BI portal and enterprise report catalog that has been developed by Microsoft IT. Sanjay?
Yeah, so to talk about CBI, imagine a world where all employees at a company like Microsoft have the ability to just go to one BI portal, one destination, and based on their Windows credentials, they get to see instant access basically to all of their BI, reports, scorecards, and dashboards for all businesses, all regions in one place. So that's the world of CBI. It is not a world of imagination anymore. It has been live at Microsoft for more than 2 years, and basically we have 20,000 plus users from 50 plus businesses, 100 plus applications, and this solution is actually being used globally.
So 20,000 users for Microsoft. That's a big number, isn't it, Sanjay?
It is a big number, especially because we started with 300 users 2 years ago.
Okay, well, great achievement. Now, companies everywhere rely on business analytics and intelligence to gain greater insight into performance, budgeting, forecasting, and more. Unfortunately, many business intelligence solutions are not really integrated with the IT infrastructure. So finding the right information at the right time in a complete way is actually being a challenge. For Microsoft, the lack of integration between various systems, and we have quite a few of them, trust us on that, made it really difficult to manage multiple types of different reporting solutions. Previously, users had to access reports, key performance indicators, metrics, scorecards from various different locations. Security challenges with authorization and viewing rights made it also very difficult for users to get the reports they needed in a timely fashion. To solve this problem, we did create Consolidated Business Intelligence Platform, or shortly CBI. So Sanjay, what is ultimately Microsoft CBI?
CBI, Microsoft Consolidated Business Intelligence, is a centrally hosted, secure, and personalizable BI portal destination with one enterprise report catalog for scorecards, reports, and business analysis. So let me explain. It's about three items. Okay. One is single enterprise report catalog for all businesses, applications, and regions where business or IT teams are in direct control of the content they want to publish in an agile manner. They can publish it to one user, 1,000 plus users, or to 90,000 plus people at Microsoft, for example, by making it a public report. Secondly, think of it as a single BI portal that we created using SharePoint 2007 and its nice integration with Performance Point Server, ProClarity, SQL Server reporting services, etc.
Which is basically the entire set of the BI technologies that Microsoft offers today, right?
Absolutely. Okay. Our entire Microsoft BI stack available to external users.
Okay.
And thirdly, think of it as I think the most important part is hosted BI solution.
Basically, what does it mean, Sanjay?
Well, a BI is a service basically within Microsoft where we have hosted servers for Performance Point Server, ProClarity, reporting services, Excel services, with a regional deployment for intranet and extranet scenarios.
Okay. Well, in summary, Microsoft CBI is an IT showcase for the entire spectrum of Microsoft business intelligence offerings. We're talking from starting from SQL Server as a data infrastructure platform on the back end, through the middle tier, which is, as Sanjay indicated, SharePoint server, which also serves as the foundation for business productivity and content delivery and management, and then all the way through the front end, which is Microsoft Office. As we know, Microsoft Office is a very popular tool outside, and it provides an excellent presentation layer with a familiar user interface. Now, what we would like to do is to demonstrate the Microsoft Consolidated Business Intelligence solution to you. Sanjay, please take it away.
Great. Now, let's take a look at how CBI helps organizations deliver the right information to the right users. So my demo scenario is as follows. I'm a user at Microsoft, and I want to access all the scorecards and reports for all applications by going to one URL. So what do? I open Internet Explorer, and I go to the appropriate URL at Microsoft. The site knows who I am, so it welcomes me by the name, username, and shows me navigation panes on the left and the report panes on the right-hand side. But the welcoming you and who you are is not a very big deal. The big deal is actually on the left-hand side. What it's showing me is actually one enterprise report catalog for all scorecards, reports, and dashboards at Microsoft for all applications where I have access. So I will only see those scorecards, reports, and dashboards where I have access, and nothing that I don't. All right, so I am seeing those folders and reports where I have access on the left-hand side. And let's say there is a folder called IT, for example, and in which we have this folder called VPC demo, and I have all kinds of reports in there, right? Reporting services reports, Excel services, performance point dashboard, Pro Clarity, and scorecarding, right? So if I want to open the reports, it's very easy. I can simply click on a report. The report will open on the right-hand side. But how do I know what am I looking at? What kind of report am I supposed to look at? Because I want to know more about the metadata of the report. So what I can do is I can click on this particular thumbnail here, and I see now more information about each of the reports, scorecards, and dashboards that exist within that folder where I have access for a particular application. And here I get to see the metadata. The key is to save cost, right, and time for the end users to know what they're looking for. So it shows basically information about each of the reports, scorecards, and dashboards, shows them how it looks like. And if they want to click on a particular report, they can actually click on it, or they can contact the owner of the report. So in this case, I'm just going to click on this report, employee sales summary, and the report will now open in a new tab. We call it the CBI tab within. It's more like Internet Explorer tabs that usually you're familiar with. There are internal tabs we have where this report is opening. So when reports open like this, there are usually three options that people have. This is, by the way, a Reporting Services 2008 report, Dundas charts we are all excited about. And here in the Reports tab, there are three options for your end users to choose what they want to do. They can open multiple reports from multiple businesses. For example, I want to open 5 reports from Xbox team, 10 reports from finance, 9 reports from marketing. So I could open 5 reports from Xbox team in a current tab. For example, new tab 1 here, and I can rename it to be Xbox tab. And I can have 5 reports for Xbox in this tab. I could open 5 finance reports in another tab. So I can organize my BI, my own BI, for the first time that I come in. So I can rename this tab, for example, the first time I come in, and I could call it my Xbox reports. And here we go. So as I come in for the first time, I have all these kinds of reports. So for example, previously when I came to this site, I had my tactical BI for all of my finance, for example, in this particular tab. And here is an Excel services example of the report. And here's an operational BI, which is reporting services example. Here's my strategic BI, which is a nice performance point dashboard. And I need more space here, so I could minimize this catalog. And here I am looking at the whole performance point dashboard, showing me how is the performance of my organization. And all these reports that you see for each of the KPIs are not static. These are all dynamic. So if I want, I can drill down into each of these reports, and I can know more details in terms of rhythm of analysis, rhythm of reporting, if you would, the workflow. So that's the first time experience. People can save their reports, everything on the right-hand side. And better yet, The reality is this catalog could be overwhelming over time, as I have reports from all these businesses, applications all over the place. So to make it easy on end users, we have given them the capability to be able to add the reports that they like to their favorites. So they can organize themselves. From each business, they can add their favorite reports to their favorite folders and favorites right there. And they can also set as many default reports as they want. And they can add to sharing folders. So this is a cool feature. As an end user, if somebody wants to share a report, let's say Vladimir wants to share a report with Ali, then he could actually add the report to a sharing folder, and then Ali will have access to that report when she goes to this CBI solution the next time, right? The idea is to share the reports, being able to add the reports to the favorites, and that's all. If I close this browser right now, after refreshing, and I go to another machine, and I go back to the same URL, it's going to remember everything for me. It's going to remember what reports I had in this tab versus that tab for entire Microsoft, all of my businesses, everything will be remembered for me. All of my favorite reports will be in favorites. All of my reports that I shared with folks will be in sharing folders. And the best part is you can ignore the catalog, because everything is at your fingertips, saving money and cost, because improved productivity of resources. The next time they come in, all of their BI is at their fingertips and available for them, right? So they don't have to go to all these different places. Now, I want to share with you one more feature of this solution, which is the concept of searching. So all the power users that enter the reports, we make sure that they enter metadata for each report, scorecard, and dashboard, which is all searchable by end users. So for example, if Ellie is my end user here, and she wants to basically find out all the reports for entire Microsoft which meet this criteria, that belong to this business solutions or corporate business group, right? Or that are of type, the report type of, for example, a dashboard, right? So, or a scorecard, if you would, So then she could come up with this criteria and essentially, and then could search the whole entire catalog. And those searches basically are savable. So next time, you come back, your customized searches are there, as well as your favorites, the sharing folders, everything is available. Now there is another scenario here, if you think about it, where folks want to really know about the reports before they actually ask for access. So let's say there is a report here which you want to have access to, or if you don't have access to, you'll see some grayed out folders here, grayed out reports. You could know more details about them, view details. And here's more information about each of the reports, scorecards, and dashboards that was entered by the power users. So here is an interesting collaboration, if you would, because I have this report which was added by somebody, and then if I want to contact that somebody, I could have real-time communicator chat, the collaboration piece using SharePoint, Office Communicator, an entire Microsoft BI stack, right there available for me. So I could have a chat, I could ask for access, or I at least know more about it. The point is, in terms of power users as well, we do not want to duplicate the number of reports over time. We want to reduce the number of reports. We want to reduce the number of portals people have to go to. By having to go to this one enterprise report catalog where a report has already been added by somebody, I do not have to add a new report. I can simply request access. For that reason, we have a feature, we call it View Reports I Cannot Access. So if I do not have access to a report, if Ellie does not have access to a report, then she could click on View Reports I Cannot Access, and then she will see grayed out folders and reports here. She could right-click and request access. So that saves time and money for entire Microsoft to be able to go to one place and get all of their BI, and for entire enterprise in one place. So one last feature is really this Communities tab. We are allowing end users, basically power users, to be able to add SharePoint page for each of their groups, and SharePoint page is also remembered next time they come in. So again, to summarize, I just want to emphasize one more point. We have 90,000 plus, up to 90,000 plus users who could consume all of this BI. So they do not need to install anything except for Internet Explorer. They already have as part of this Windows machine. All of this BI, dynamic BI, delivered to the masses at Microsoft using SharePoint and all Microsoft Office BI products and SQL Server, delivered to the masses in thin client mode.
Sanjay, thank you very much for doing the demo. I just have a few questions which I think our audience may also be interested in. You mentioned that in order for this solution to be utilized, the only tool that needs to be installed on user desktop is Internet Explorer. It's very hard to believe. Is it really true so?
So for 95% of the users, end users, consumers, they just need Internet Explorer to be able to consume the reports, scorecards, and dashboards. For example, Performance Point, ProClarity, Reporting Service, all of them have this thin client version where people can not only access the reports, but they can also drill down, drill up. But for the power users, they need to have tools installed on their desktops to be able to create reports. 5% of user community.
How do we define power users again here at Microsoft?
So for every business that onboards to the solution, they have a folder on which they can assign permissions to the selective users who create reports, content creators. And those are the people who have Excel installed or ProClarity installed to create reports. 5% user community.
Thank you. Okay. Well, we hope that through this demo and through this quick description, you have realized that Consolidated Business Intelligence solution is saving money for Microsoft today, and it can help your division to save money too. Here's some of the benefits of increased efficiencies that can come from using Consolidated Business Intelligence. For BI consumers, we expect improved productivity through adoption of one destination for all business intelligence reports, scorecards, dashboards, and all other artifacts with a one consistent user interface. For BI report creators and owners, so power users, as Sanjay indicated, we expect reduced implementation times for the creation and delivery of business analytics. Our platform team has also created a special onboarding process that helps both business and IT to deploy these solutions with ease. And ultimately for Microsoft IT, for operations team, Consolidated Business Intelligence will help you save on IT costs. Implementation times are significantly reduced with a single code base. There's also a reduction in shadow application development by business teams. Now IT teams can develop applications quickly and deploy them in a more expedient fashion. To close on this, Microsoft Consolidated Business Intelligence is a very powerful tool. It offers a single hosted portal solution for all business intelligence needs here at Microsoft. Its adoption and use is growing rapidly. This is how we deliver business intelligence to the masses at Microsoft using precisely Microsoft Business Intelligence products. Thank you for joining us today. We hope this information has been useful to you, and we'll hope to see you next time.